So travel with me down to Nigeria for my mom's 70th birthday. So unfortunately, I got a wrong ticket bus. I booked the 5 instead of 3. I was supposed to go to Terminal 3, but I booked Terminal 5. So I had to get an Uber. Luckily, I saw a cheaper Uber that took me down to Terminal 3. So here I had checked in my luggage. I was so tired. I was very, very tired here because my flight was for 6:30 a.m. I don't think I'm going to be doing any 6:30 a.m. flight again because I was so tired. And this was me landing in Turkey because I took a Turkish airline down to Nigeria. Their flight from the United Kingdom to Turkey was a very smooth one, but from Turkey down to Nigeria, it was not it for me. And this was me at home. I was so happy. I was happy to see my mom, my sister. I think I've seen my sister now. It's almost about 17 years or thereabout. I saw my mom, I saw my daughter, and I saw my cousin. He has always been there for me. Yeah, and that's my cousin. I was very happy to see everyone. And I was checking the house, I was looking at it, and this was me the second day getting ready to go to the bank. And I must tell you, the road were not so good. It was so bad, but here we are. It's my country, so I have to make do with what we have. So this was me coming back from the bank. Yeah, I took the same route down, but I was coming back from the bank. I was so tired. It was very hot that I had to use the fan, and I was so famished. I just want to get home and eat because I'd already made an order for some seafood, spring rolls, and some other things. So I was very, very hungry here. All I just wanted to do was just for me to get home because already I spent almost about 3 hours in the bank just to collect my ATM. And when I got home, this was delivered already. And I loved the food. And there was one cream there that I really love. It's very, very nice. So it had rice, it had shrimps, it has chips, spring rolls, it had crab meat, it had snail. It was actually very, very nice. You see, this particular cream I'm showing you is so nice. As in, I can give it 1000%. I don't even know what to say about it. So I had my food, and the second day, I went for ewa going. This ewa going you are seeing is actually 1,000 naira. That ewa going you are seeing is 1,000. These beans I was buying for like 100 naira. So I got beans and bread because I wanted to eat ewa going, and the bread went for 500 naira. So my total meal for that day was about 1,500. I ate it, yes, and I was satisfied because I was able to satisfy my cravings. And this was what was it called? Lamb and suya. It was actually delicious, and that was my first time trying it out. And this was awo. They call it I forgot it, guinea fowl. Yes, so this was hawo. It tasted very nice also. I ate this also. This was my brother's lunch that I went the second day. I tried to make sure that I utilized every moment that I spent in Nigeria because I had only 6 days to spend. I enjoyed this. It wasn't bad. I've forgotten the name. And on my mom's birthday itself, I made some puff puff because I'd already promised her that I was going to make puff puff for her to share. And she was so excited because she said she had wanted to do this. So I made the puff puff for her. It came out very nice. We shared it. Everyone had it for breakfast. And this was on the day of her birthday. This was her haul. It was looking so nice. She was happy. I took some pictures. I took some videos that I could. She was very happy because this was her 70th birthday. You can see she was so happy. That's my brother, the one after me. So we had very nice time on our day. I filmed it all. I make sure that everything was in order, and where we wanted people to sit, everything was in good position and every other thing. And this was my sister when we came out to dance and everything. It was so nice. That was my cousin. Everybody was just happy. It was just a nice day. You see this guy? You see this guy? And this was my mom. She was ready already. That's my hands. Everybody were all there. These are my hands. They were all with her. Everybody was laughing. Everybody was gisting. It was just a nice time for us then. And it was so nice seeing my aunt again. Especially this aunt, I love her so much. I love her. And this was my brother. These are my cousins when they were welcoming my mom, my sisters, and everybody. It was such a nice time, guys. And we had a wonderful party. Yes. This was why I came. That's our brother. They are just two. That's just the two of them. She was so happy anyway. And after the party, the second day, I went out again. On this day, I wanted to have shawarma, and I made sure that I had that Nigerian shawarma because I was craving for it. And this was me packing up because I was getting ready to go back to my base. And this was my fish. I made sure that I had enough fish to take back to where I was going to. So that's my fish. And this was me. Also, when we went to get my mom a gas cooker, I was testing it out to make sure that everything was fine before I leave to my base. Yes, because we had to change our gas cooker. So we got her a mini one. And my uncle came again to take me out to Ileyon. On this day, I think that was like 2 days to my trip back. So I went to Ileyon. I had pounded yam. I think that's what they sell mostly there. I had pounded yam with okra on this day. My sister had a foreo. It was very nice. It was very tasty. And this was the pounded yam. I had just one because I couldn't finish two. Can you see the foreo? It had turkey and goat meat. And this was me going back to my base. I had nice time. It was nice for me. I enjoyed myself. So my brother was taking me back. My sister too was there. So we were all gisting, having fun, talking about the party, telling ourselves how we're going to miss ourselves and everything. And that was it, basically. So I was going back to the Murtala International Airport to get back on my flight, or to go back in my flight, whichever one. And this was me in Turkey. I was so tired here, but at last I made it anyway. I was so tired, but it was a nice trip anyway. So this was me in Turkish airports. I was trying to locate the other gate for me to board. Can you see my tired face? You see? I was checking all these duty-free stuff to see if I could get a perfume because I'm a lover of perfume. But I just told myself, there's no money for that again because I really spent a lot. So I finally located my gates and I boarded on my flights. And this was me back in my base. I was waiting for my goods to come, for me to pick up my goods. I was happy to come back. It was stress-free for me here. And that's just it.